I'm gonna wipe the lens. I have my laptop here. We're doing a request from Skinny Queen. They've been absent lately, so hopefully they will catch up and see this, or pop in tonight. Excuse me. It's warm. I'm not going to complain because it's not 94. I have that fan on, and I have a little tabletop fan here tilted, so it's blowing on me because it is hard to put on makeup when you're sweating. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing. So Skinny Queen posted on my community tab 3 different green looks, and she said to. And so I was like, okay, which one you want me to do? She said just mix them up and do my thing. And y'all know I love when y'all say y'all give a request and say troll it out or do my thing. And so because she did say to combine them, we are going to combine them. And so I'm going to open up my laptop, hey Janet, and tell y'all what the looks look like. And I'll show you everything that I pulled out to use. And then we'll just go from there. For right now, I'm trying to just calm down right now. Well, not calm down, but for the sweat to stop a little bit before I start putting on makeup. But what I can do right now is do my brows. And so while I'm doing my brows, I will do the intro. I'm just pulling up the picture because I made it. Hey Alexandria, I made it into a collage since it was 3 different pictures, and all of them are very pretty. All of them are very different. So the first look, excuse me. Well, one of the looks, all of them are green based. All of them, the focus color is green. And so one is like a light green eyeshadow here above and below the lash line, and then it tapers off into a black, and then there's like little white dots. And her outline for her lip is black, and the lip color is green. Hey, Skinny Queen, I'm glad you made it because we're doing your request tonight. I was just now describing what the looks look like. I have my laptop over here, and so that's that picture. Another one, very plain. She does have on a poppin' blush, a pink lip, or it might be her natural lip color. She's chocolate. The first picture I described, like she's deep dark chocolate. And this one, she just has graphic green eyeliner, lower lash line, a wing, and like a cut crease wing up here that comes out. So that's all for that look. The third look, not that they're in any order, but I'm just going in the order that I think the collage. She's about my complexion. She definitely has on highlighter. Her lip is like a mid-tone pale orange peach lip, and her eyeshadow is light monochromatic green. It looks like a gold highlight in the center, and she does have hair. No, we're not messing with Carla today. It is hot in here today, but I'm not going to complain because it's not 94. So she has gems. Her hair, she has a bang here. So in front of this bang, she has gems coming down, and she has some hair here, and she has gems coming down. It looks like a nose ring, and of course earrings and all of that stuff. So those are the looks. And so I have looked at them on and off since I received these, thinking of what exactly am I going to do. We are going to start with an eyeshadow look, and for that we're going to be using my Lethal Cosmetics. Hey Haywood, Haywood, I'm still waiting for you to join the membership, boo thing. This is my Mission Triple X inspired. So we're going to use the greens that are in here. And we're also going to use, sorry for yelling at you, baby, Mary Mean one, because this has some beautiful greens in it as well. So we are definitely going to start with a green eyeshadow look. For, where's this that I used before? Excuse me. Yes, sir. Yellow in the house. And so we do have out regular makeup for the base. Inner rims and lower lash lines, we're going to use this green, which to me always looks blue until I put it next to the blue one. This one is green, but to me it looks blue until I put it next to the blue one. So we're going to put this on inner rims and lower lash line. We have at our Inglot, they don't have names, they have numbers. This is 86, their green one. I have outdoor line here. We also have, so, all right, we're going to do cream paints and glitters. I think we're going to do cream paints. So this is my glitter mixing medium precious gem powder, yada 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 case. And this is my Mayron cream paints and fake blood, but we're not using fake blood. So these are the cream paints. So we may or may not mix a white and yellow for the green. And we also have our gem kit. So this says home gem kit. So why was this in my eSIM bag? Because my gems I use here. Okay, I need to. This says home gem kit. Hi, my name is Dion. I'm the label word. So I don't know why this was in my kit. So I need to look and see where the one is. You are funny. Oh my gosh. These are my class rings, Haywood. These are my class rings. And they were important to me because I dropped out of high school. This is my master's ring from Tarleton State University in Texas. This one is my doctorate ring from Capella University. So, and they were important to me because I didn't graduate high school. So I didn't go to prom. I didn't march across the stage. And so when I did graduate with my bachelor's, I did walk across the stage, but I didn't get the ring. Yeah, so this is my master's ring and this is my doctorate ring. Okay, so now you don't have an excuse. So join the membership boo thing. Yeah, I need to figure out. You know what? No, this wasn't in my kit. That was not in my kit. I got confused. This and this were in my kit. So I'm finally using the eSIM stuff for what it was for, which feels great. Okay, I'm still just trying to shop ready. So, where did I just put that? It's 77 outside. It's like 84 in here. As long as I sit still, though, I feel okay, and I have a bunch of fans on. And it's only $2.99. Haywood, come on. All right, so we're going to get started with the brows. I may or may not put green in them later. These pictures are so different, and so it gives me a lot to like think about what to do. We're going to do the green. I think we're going to do the green eyeshadow look, and instead of the dots, because I don't know if it's gems or if it's just paint, because you can do dots with paint with a small enough brush. So we may do gems for that. I do want to do the gems from the one picture that has gems, and we'll just wing our green liner. So that'll be a combination of all three pictures. I do love the look of the black outline lip with the green in the middle, and I did not bring out a green lipstick. Maybe I put green glitter on my lips. So this was a really good one, Skinny Queen. I have a dark green lip, but that's a light green lip. Her skin is dark chocolate, y'all. She is beautiful. I think dark skin is beautiful, and we have so many varieties of shades. So brows, and I'll do the intro for any new people. Let me toggle. Okay. He was funny. So hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy tradition of YouTube. The crazy is that I keep forgetting to cut like these 2-3 hairs that are sticking up like up here. The crazy is knowing it's okay to be yourself in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain techniques, or certain tools because that's what they're telling you in whatever video that you're watching. I'm here to tell you, just use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, I don't know about anywhere else, but here we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that is the Crazy Troll Nation motto. That's what we live by. That's what we stand by. If you've been hearing it, thank you for indulging me. I hope it is one of your daily affirmations. If this is your first time hearing it, I hope that it does resonate with you and encourage you to love yourself more than you do already. So 2 things about me. Sometimes I curse because sometimes I curse. And And there's an organism named Bruce that lives in my throat that likes to randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch. I try to be aware of him to say, excuse me. Yes, I think that's it for the intro. So I appreciate all of you being here, replay crew, and for those who circle back, you know y'all be rocking, do your thing. And new people, thank you for being here for the replay. I feel like I'm taking too long to do this. I got up at 7:15 again today. Yeah, I was sleeping good. And I have fans going in my bedroom. And I think I told y'all they did bring a portable unit. Hey, Janessa. And I turned it on, but then I turned it off because once I had all the fans on, it was so cool in there. I didn't need to have the portable on. I think, what's today? Tuesday. I think I'm gonna call the office and see if they have an ETA of when my new unit is coming. I don't want to be impatient, and we're not having another heat wave, so I'm cool. I'm not gonna say I'm chilling because I'm not chill, but I'm cool, temperature wise. So I'm looking at the brows. Janessa, did you go back and see the end of last night's live? Because a couple of the official troll kin was like, Janessa will love this one. There was some funny shenanigans going on over here. And tonight's look is based the main color for this look that Skinny Queen requested, excuse me, is green. So I know you're gonna love this one. So even though I'm brushing up, like nothing's brushing up now that I put the pencil in it. I promise you I'm trying to go quick, but it is just a tad warm, but I'm not gonna complain. I am not going to complain. And I still think it's kind of crazy that I was in here in 94-degree heat. I think it helped that I was nocturnal. So at the hottest point of the day, like I was still sleeping. And getting up in the evenings, it did cool down in the evening. So I think that was part of why it was bearable. And I'm heat sensitive. So I was really thinking, like, how did I survive that? Like, what? So I haven't seen it yet. Go back and see the final look. Start like I'll say 25 minutes from the end, because that's when the shenanigans start. And it was hysterical. And one of the troll Ken was like, you're going through this now, but you're going to laugh when you watch it back. And they were right. I was cackling like a chicken. I was just like, this is hilarious. But yeah, so that is that. All right, we're going to move off the brows. They're not in the same place. I'm okay with that. So remember I told y'all last night that I was trying to help the new brand as far as exposure. Hey, Dawn. Well, and my last sentence before, putting my name, I had said, I will do the video. And I had said about 3 times in that short email back to them along with the screenshots and so they can see my numbers. But there are quite a few learning lessons in this situation for them. Whether they learn it, I don't know. But we didn't add green for that one, but we added something else for that one. This one tonight is the main color is green. I want to do my base now. I think I'm done sweating. So I said, you know what, you're right. I said I would do a video. I would do a video. And there's content creators, and it's silly to me that I've heard say, don't ever accept product to do a video. I always thought that was foolish, because even if we buy something, we show it, we talk about it, we do first impressions, we do a review. So what's the difference between that and somebody sending you something, you do a video? Because you do videos like that anyway. So that always struck me kind of strange when they're like, don't do content for free. We do it for free. And even becoming monetized, we're not balling out the gate. It's really the long game. And I remember saying before, the threshold for payout is $100. I don't get a check every month. I do not make $100 a month on YouTube. And so, when people were saying, don't do content for free, we're doing content for free anyway. And I know a lot of people, you know, they want to rush or do shortcuts or whatever to get monetized, but that doesn't guarantee you're going to actually make a lot of money or get a check every month. Now, if you're like Morgan Turner, Alicia Archer, Michelle Wang, like people like that, Jackie Aina, but also think about they've been doing this for like over a decade. You know what I'm saying? Jen Loves, what's the other one? Annette's Makeup Corner, Teresa's Dead. They've been doing this for over a decade. So like you're not just going to walk in, even monetize. You're not just going to walk in and then all of a sudden, you know, you're balling. That's not the case. But so I thought it was foolish when putting this over my keyboard. When people say don't do videos for free, we're doing it for free anyway. Because this is what we do. We do content. But then you get monetized and get a big head when YouTube ain't paying none of the bills. So it's just like, so anyway, so I want to laugh because it's ironic, and I didn't even think far enough ahead that this was going to happen. So they messaged me back, thanking me for explaining to them about numbers and all of that, and the screenshots were very helpful. And I remember telling y'all, I know I didn't need to do that, but I'm like, I'm gonna just put all this out there and then be like, I'll do the video, period. So you see what you're missing. 1 pump of the milk primer. So she wrote back, oh, thank you for, you know, explaining that to us, and thank you for the screenshots, and you know, they were very helpful, blah 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 blah. We like to change, you know, the, what did they call it, the, damn it, what's the word? She said we would like to change, no, she said we would like to adjust the deliverable to you doing a live stream instead of a video. After all that, when she was trying to come hard, talking about, well, you did agree to do the video, blah, 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 blah. Now they're changing the deliverable for me to do a live stream. And she's like, and we're very excited to see your content. So, you know, go ahead and go through with your original plan to do the live stream. And we're so excited. Da, 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 da. And I was laughing inside because my last email, I said, you want a video, you get a video. And if you're going to throw back in my face, well, you did agree to do the video, blah, 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 blah. And after I explained to you why a live would give them more exposure, and you want to throw up in my face that I did say a video, okay. Because you know what, you're absolutely right. I didn't reply back. But when I do, if I do, I'm going to say you were absolutely right. I did agree to the deliverable of a video. It was not my place as the content creator to try to change that agreement. I might throw an apology in there. Like, I apologize for, you know, not holding true to what I said I was going to do and trying to switch to doing a live stream. But I don't know how I'll apologize. I think I will, because I did agree to a video. That's the bottom line. And so when I do message them back, if I message them back, I'm going to say I'm going to still just do a video. But them seeing the numbers, my video views, the live views, and lives do turn into videos. Lives are also evergreen content, because they were like, videos are evergreen, and so that's what we want. Da, da, da. Okay, you got it. I might have to tilt this down because my eye is starting to tear. Excuse me. So yeah, so they're going to get a video, and I want to laugh, but it's not funny in a way, because they did shoot themselves in the foot, her trying to come hard. Oh, and they also had an internal meeting, and that's when they decided, after looking at the numbers, that a live stream would be better. But if I'm trying to explain something to you, just look at it. The learning lesson for them that I hope they do learn is, when I will say, when I got around 1,500 subscribers, that's when I started getting a lot of emails for collabs. Not a lot, maybe like at least like 2 a month. And some are just trash. So it's just like, I'm not even replying back to you. And they usually start with, hi, so-and-so. You know, we've been watching your content. We think you'd be a good fit for our product, yada, 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 yada. So the thing is if you've been watching my content, then you would already know, like, what my numbers look like and how I roll over here. Because even she was saying, we would like for you to talk about you know, how if they're comfortable, how well they wear, da da da. But that stuff I do in videos for first impressions and reviews anyway. So stuff that they were asking me to do, I'm like, I already do that. And so this is where I'm starting to look olivey. And this is that same Truly Tawny powder. So I don't know, and I do have an olive undertone on some parts of my face, but yeah, I don't know why this has been looking like this for like the last couple of weeks. And now I'm thinking about it, it seems like when I opened this new foundation, which is still shade 335, but it's something weird going on because I don't remember ever looking this olive. Then it's the same Fashion Fair powder. And even if they did change the formula to the powder, this is a backup. I had 4 in my backup. So the powder is not a new formula. So I'm wondering if it's something with the foundation. Like, I really don't know, y'all. Or, as I was saying yesterday, the skin cream I'm using is supposed to even out your complexion, blah, blah, blah. So maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not sure. But I have never, until a couple weeks ago, noticed that was this olive. And it's my whole entire face, where it's my chin and my forehead area that leans a tad olive. So for this to be my entire face the last couple of weeks, I'm just like, okay, what is happening? I don't know. You resemble, oh my Lord. I hope you meant that as a compliment. I'm not feeling like that. And you know what? You know what it is? It's just the name, that family. Like I don't watch that family. So that might just be me having a visceral reaction. But thank you though. Thank you though. And this is without surgeries and stuff and fillers and all that stuff that they do. So I'll just say thank you. I'll say thank you, Anna Lee. And I apologize for being like, ugh. I apologize. That was so rude of me. Like, it really was rude of me. Yeah, so I don't know, like, what's going on with why my skin is looking the way it's looking. So I'm gonna just do the video. I put, how you doing tonight, Anna? You doing okay? And what part of the world are you in? Because sometimes we have people that come from other countries. I'm on the East Coast in the United States. And so I'm always curious when new people come in, like where they are. Deep level, what number? Deep level 10 House Labs. And you know what? Whatever cream stuff we do in glitter, I don't think, oh, you know what? I was thinking of the collab. Y'all, I put another video for Saturday at 2 p.m. Because that collab, another Creative Art with Heart collab, it does not have a due date. She just said before the 1st. And so I'm looking at my calendar like, fuck. So, and I do wake up quite frequently. And so I will just be up. And that look, we had to pick a couple elements. Because she said pick at least 2. You're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's very dry here. Oh my gosh. What time is it there? Are you, no, you're not Eastern time. So right now, it's almost 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday. What day and time is it over there? Because I'm always just amazed at how, which I shouldn't be at this point, at how we can be in different places, different times, but we're still here all at the same time. Okay, so you're about 2 hours behind East Coast. I should say East Coast is 2 hours ahead. Okay. There's some that watch from New Zealand, and they're in like our tomorrow, because like it's Tuesday, as I said, almost 8:30 here, and it'll be afternoon Wednesday over there. And I'm like, oh, you're in the future. Wow, pretty cool. So that's the lesson for them is don't be typical and just say, you know, we love your content, da 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 da, but really look at the person's page, look at their numbers, look at some of their reviews, look at how they do their reviews and first impressions. This is Hibiscus Haze, because none of them have, only one has the pop and cheek, but that's the one that just has the graphic liner. But we're going to do a green and black eye look. We're going to outline the lips in black, put green on the lip, and then we'll figure out where we're going to put the gems and dots and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do a lot of blush today, and we're not even doing a full cheek situation. And so that's the lesson, is really look at the person's channel, look at their numbers, look at their reviews, see how they do their reviews. Like, why do you think we would be Or because they always say we think, you would be a great fit for, our product, whatever. Well, why do you think that? Like, put that information in there. And sometimes it is just foolishness. Somebody wanted to send me like something for gardening. I don't garden. Where have you seen that on my channel? Somebody else wanted to send me clothes because they like how I show fashion and outfits. I don't even do that. So I'm like, what the hell? So those are the ones I don't even reply back to, because it's just obvious that they saw my channel name somewhere, but they didn't look. They might have looked at my subscriber count, but they have not looked at what actually happens here. I don't want to pat my face. I don't want to pull off my makeup. Highlighter. Your skin is so beautiful. I just turned 54 and I'm starting to notice changes. Menopause is a real bummer. I'm 56, and thank you. First of all, thank you. I'm 56. I believe it's part genetics, part skincare. I didn't get serious. Golden Pirate House Labs. I started getting serious about my skincare when I was in my 40s, and I do have sensitive skin, and I have eczema. And so some of that is genetics and some is skincare, I believe. And I don't even know what to say about menopause, because I started having hot flashes and estrogen withdrawal migraines when I was 33. And I'm 56 now, so I don't even know, like, when people are talking about, hormonal changes, I can't relate, because my hormones started changing when I was 33. So I'm like, what's happening here? Like, what's happening? We're going to put on House Labs. Do I take HRT? No. And I don't know what that is. But no, I don't take anything prescription for my skin, if that's what that is. This is Luminous Light from Hourglass. This is a brush we use for our setting powder. What is, and you know what, I heard of HRT, but for the life of me right now, and I am drawing a blank on like what it is. Hormone, and I knew that. Hormone replacement therapy. No, I don't. Because I started getting headaches every month for a week when I was 33. After about 10 years, literally, and I just told you I started when I was 33. So I was 43. And sometimes doctors leave the VA and I'll have a new doctor. So I ended up with a new doctor. And she was like, well, why haven't they thought to stop your cycle? I said, you tell me, y'all the doctors. So she put me on the Depo-Vera shot. You go every 3rd month, they give you a shot, and it's supposed to stop, your cycle. Well, I always told y'all I'm strange, right? This is personal. Excuse me to any of the men in the room. I was either completely full-blown on or spotting for an entire fucking year. An entire year when I was on Depo-Vera. And my thing is, our bodies are going to do what they do. Like, we can only change it, but so much. So it was supposed to stop it a whole fucking year. And I'm just like, this ain't working. What a bummer. I hate headaches. You suffer with migraines? Yeah, when people say it, when I say I get migraines and people say, oh, you get headaches, I'm like, look, I can tell you've never had a migraine, because that is so much more than a headache. But, so they put me back on the regular pill just to regulate. And then this doctor, who's a dude, he is so cool. He put me on Jolessa, which is a low dose estrogen birth control pill. And with that one, the cycle comes the last week of the 3rd month. And so it's like, okay, I still get migraines during that time, but it's once every 3 months for like a week instead of a week every month. And that's been working. I do have some breakthrough every now and then, because our bodies are going to do what our bodies want to do. But so that has helped a lot. And that's the only trigger that the Botox treatment and prevention doesn't help for. It does help for all my other triggers, but not for that one. And I do believe it's because it is hormonal, you know what I mean? And so back to our bodies are going to do what they do. And that tool thing that the neurologist gave me, my goal is to use it every other day. She suggested I use it every other day, but sometimes I forget. So I actually started putting it in my calendar because that's supposed to help with migraine treatment and prevention as well. I don't know how much it's going to help because, well, for migraines, because they're pretty much under control unless I'm around an actual trigger. Sensitive sinuses, pets, dogs, strong perfumes, stuff like that. Um, but because it sends a signal to your brain, different nerves in your brain, and it's supposed to alter how your brain is perceiving pain. And it doesn't hurt. It is a stimulator thing. You put on your arm. It's not like, it's similar to a TENS unit, but it's not a TENS unit. And the treatment, you put it on, turn it on, and it's for 45 minutes. And so it's just shooting currents that's supposed to, alter how your brain is perceiving whatever it's perceiving, which is supposed to help you not get migraines. But because I only get them a week every 3 months, I don't know if it'll help for that. And so I said to her, I said, well, if that is what it does, if it changes your brain, how it perceives pain, then it might help for my regular joint pain and fibromyalgia. She said, I'm glad you said that. She said, I was going to say that and you beat me to it. I'm like, okay. I forgot to do my inner rooms and lower lash line. And so I am doing those treatments every other day. And so we'll see. We'll see if it does help my regular body pain or not. And I had an appointment with her this week. 2 weeks ago, I canceled it and rescheduled because I hadn't been using it. So I'm like, okay, if I'm supposed to have this appointment as a follow-up, I don't have nothing to tell her because I didn't use it yet. And so I can't, well, I should just say reschedule. I called in to reschedule that appointment. So that's all of my little tidbits. You stopped yours at 42 after some pets were apparently my body when oh my gosh. I mean, I only stopped at 40. Oh wow. Is everything okay though, like with you? I will say this too, and I've said it before, women's bodies are miraculous. Like our bodies be doing some stuff. And it's just like what the actual hell? Like what is this that's going on? Like our bodies, man, are miraculous. And if anybody want to say it's not, think about this. Women's bodies push out a whole fucking human being. If that ain't a miracle, I don't know what is. Like, you recently, 2 weeks ago, I finally stopped. Oh my gosh. How are you feeling though? Because that can be very like physically draining. I didn't put on the lip oil. I meant to put on the skin prep, but I did not. I forgot that. That sounds physically draining. And so things are pretty much under control, except for those migraines for that purpose. Yeah, and they did pelvic scans, this and that. I got a couple fibroids here and there, and but it's women's bodies, y'all, be going through some things, and we still just be living our life. There's like a gnat in here. Why are you in here? I don't have any fresh fruit out. Get away from here. I want to. Did I get it? No. Nope. Did I get it? Nope. Nope. Damn it! I keep missing it. I don't like insects. Get something on your eyes before I need some more brushes out. Before it starts to crease. So, thank you for coming to my women's bodies tip talk. But it was very, like, what the hell? Like, can you just cooperate? And I couldn't even go off of family history on when, they started, premenopause, menopause, because my mom had, what did she have? She had a hysterectomy sometime after I was born. So who knows, like, so there's no family history on what age the females in our family start going through menopause. And so I don't know, or premenopause. So these are the two palettes I finally been. It is very draining. Oh my gosh, I can imagine you've been feeling really drained and somewhat depressed. Yeah, I feel like the one thing right after another. Yeah. So how did you find out I have fibroids? I will say though, make sure you're staying hydrated and make sure you're eating. Because when I'm going through stuff like that, I'm just so drained. I just want to just lay around and do nothing. But do make sure that you're taking care of yourself as best you can. They did a pelvic scan because when I was on for that whole year, they were like, okay, like what is happening to you? I said, y'all the doctors, you tell me. So they so they sent me for a pelvic scan, and that's where they saw the fibroids. They said it was 5 of them. They said they were really little. And this was like maybe 8 years ago. They said as I get older, you know, they'll shrink up and just kind of go away. Well, you know what? I had another pelvic scan and they're still there and they didn't change in size. And so everybody's body doesn't react or respond the same way. Because they were like, oh, they'll be gone by the time you're 50. I'm 56 now. I had my second pelvic scan like 2 years ago when I was 54 and I still got them. So, you know. So this is the color story we're working with. We're going to take this bright green up here. And, do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? What's falling? Door line is falling. We're going to put this bright green. Hers is more... Yeah, let's do that. This shade, I don't even think they have this palette anymore. Mary Mean one. So, oh, wait a minute. What about... I missed the... Did I miss something about the sun? Excuse me. I'm really drinking somewhat. Oh shit! You know what? I am so sorry. I skipped through your sentence. I remember reading the shot part. Oh my gosh! I am so sorry that happened. Hey Tanya. That can be rough. Yeah, and grief does affect us in different ways. And even though there's like stages of grief, it's not an order to it. It's just however our body and our mind does that. I'm gonna spray my face really quick. You've had a pelvic ultrasound and it didn't show a whole lot. I'm gonna have a small camera. And that's sort of like the pelvic. The ultrasound they did, so they put this contraption in you and then they kind of move it around while they're like pushing on your stomach and you know they take pictures. Whew, that feels good. We're also going to do the Mayron Bear. We'll do the Mayron Bear spray later. Well, I will say this also, I am glad that you're here. Yeah, we're sorry to hear about your son. So we're going to take this bright green right here. That picture is really pretty. Her eye look. Y'all, this, man. So I'm just swiping, lightly tapping off. And look, just one pat. Y'all, oh my gosh. I don't know, because they just said a pelvic scan. So I don't know if it was an ultrasound or an actual scan. Like, I admit that I don't know the difference. I just know they put something up in there that had a little camera on it and they were taking pictures. That's all I know. I don't know. So it must be though, if yours, they couldn't see anything, but mine, they saw a lot and they took pictures. And afterwards, like the nurse, she was showing me like on the screen, like the pictures. I felt like, am I having a baby? Like how they do the thing, and then they show you the screen, and they're like, this is this, this is this, this is that. So that's kind of what she was doing. So I was like, oh, okay. We're going to go into my lethal palette, and we're going to take this shade right here. See what that looks like next to this one. I don't know why I looked over to check my phone. Y'all, I'm on my phone. Jeepers. they don't consider being in menopause until you haven't had a cycle for 12 consecutive months. And because I still get mine, I'm technically not in menopause. But if someone in here is menopause, these shades are almost the same color. That is so good to know. The front one looks a little more gold. Like it has gold in it. This is more just a green. But if anybody in here has or is in menopause, feel free to answer Anna's question. And I had a doctor tell me So I told her, I said, I started getting migraines when I was 33, like clockwork every month. I started getting hot flashes at the same time, da 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 da. And she tells me, well, you're too young to be premenopausal. I said, what are the symptoms? She said, hot flashes and migraines, estrogen withdrawal. I'm like, that's what I just told you is happening to me. But she was telling me I was too young. But you just said what the symptoms are, which is what I said I'm having, and I'm too young for this, but I'm in it. That was one of those incompetent doctors. Age doesn't, I mean, people's bodies are different. You can't just base stuff, oh, you're too young or the age, because our bodies are going to do what they're going to do, regardless of how old you are. But that to me was just stupid. Oh, well, what's the symptoms? And she said the symptoms I said I've been having. You're welcome, Anna. I was just like, yeah, they don't consider you in menopause until you have been like completely no spot, no cycle, no nothing for 12 consecutive months. So you cannot have a cycle for 6 months. If you come on, you're not in menopause, they say. And that's why there's a lot. My mom worked in labor and delivery. She was a nurse. She said there were a lot of 40 and 50-year-olds having babies because they thought they were in menopause and they weren't. You started period around 37, says Tanya. I don't even know where I'm at because I just know I've been having hot flashes and migraines since I was 33. That's all I know. Whatever they want to call it, I don't know. We're going to go with a darker green, which may not be that much darker. We're going to go back to Mary Mean one. And I have a feeling this is going to blend in. I have a feeling this shade is going to blend in. Let's see, am I right? Am I right or am I right? This has some gold in it. This has some gold in it compared to the second shade. Just like this first shade seems to be a little more bold than the middle shade, this one seems to have some gold in it. All right, we're going to deepen this up with the next shade. Wow. So for all you green lovers out there, Janessa, these are really pretty greens. They really are. They're blending in. Yeah, this does have gold in it compared to that second shade I put on. I can see it in the mirror over here. I don't know if it's translating to where you are, but it's pretty. Pretty. But then I'm pretty, you know. Thankfully, nothing is lifting, because sometimes when I do that, it does lift foundation and makeup off my face. We're going to this one, but she does have some black. We're going to take this one and then we're just going to take this one. We're just going to do that one. And we're going to use the hourglass number 3. No, we're not. We're just still going to stick with the Eastern V27s. You love it so far, says Skinny Queen. Skinny Queen, how have you been? Because you missed a few, and it was just last night. I was like, Skinny Queen's been MIA. I hope they're okay. You both started young. Yeah, but Chick was telling me I was too young, but then the symptoms she said is the symptoms I was having. So, like, who do I listen to, her or my body? My body. My body. We want to take this darker green down here. I'm ready to deepen this up. I think, oh, you kind of powdery. This one I think would have looked nice too. You kind of powdery. Oh, okay. So we're going to, oh, that's not that dark. Man. Skinny Queen, we have our cream paints and glitter and gems. And so I know you said to combine the looks and just do my thing. And so I'm like, we're going to do all the things. And so I took out a bunch of stuff for this look. And I'm excited for it because the last couple looks were very easy, simplistic, but pretty. Yesterday, oh my gosh. Whew, I'm not even going to say what happened because I want Janessa to be surprised when she goes back. So if you go like 20 minutes from the end, Janessa, that's where you'll see the shenanigans. And they were some shenanigans. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And Tanya trying to get out of it. Well, like I said, what was your look? You had the final say. Tanya, funny. I like how this one came out, so I'm trying to do that over here. Just whatever green is in the brush. I don't want to add more because I don't want to put too much. You have green similar to that after seeing it on. Y'all want to try it? Try it! Try it, try it, try it. We are some makeup lovers over here. Just love playing in makeup. This is pretty. This shape right here, I don't know what. That looks a little strange. We're going to, like how this one just comes straight down. This one is like swoosh. So it's like a swoosh right here, I think it is where it's at. But I don't want to go all the way up to the brow. I don't want to go all the way up to the brow. We're going to, y'all, this is powdery. Y'all see this one? So I'm going to shake that over the makeup trash. And the shadow is not loose, meaning it won't jump out the pan. Ooh, like that other shadow did. It just fell out. Have I ever used face tape? No, I have not. I do know it works. I'm lazy with makeup. I just want to put the brush in and put it on and it works. But I have seen people do it. It works wonderful. I just don't. Maybe I'm stubborn. I don't know. I just want to put the brush in it and it works. I don't want to do extra stuff. And that's just amazing. We're going to take... Is this brush going to work for that? I don't know. We're going to take another Esom V27. We're going to go into this shade right here. And we're going to put this not quite all the way out of corner, but like right here and sweep in. Because this has some brown in it. So we're going to do that with that. Yeah, so I have heard of it and I've seen people use it. Some people use regular tape too. They just put regular tape on their face. So there's like official makeup tape. I forget what it's actually called though, but some people use regular tape. And it works the same from what I've seen. They sell it now to use as a facelift. It leaves. Oh, you talking about the tape when they put it like here and then it's back in your hairline, and so all of this kind of goes like that. Yeah, I wouldn't even want to do all that. I just no. Like, don't be stretching my skin. Cause gravity, right? If you keep stretching your skin back here, after a while, it's going to start to sag. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're doing it all the time. Okay. They are almost, yeah, I think they're almost the same now. Almost the same shape. That's true. Yeah, that one. You don't need it. Okay, let me stop with that. We are going to go back to the Lethal palette. And we're going to take this yellow, which is not going to show up that bright on me, I say, and watch it show up bright on me this time. We're going to take Esom E45. We're going to just tap straight in, and we're going to put this up here. I do kind of want to take, maybe we'll do black dots, because her outer corner, like the outer half of her lid is black, and it has some green designs in it and some white dots in it. And so I do want to make this deeper. Oh, that's a little dusty looking. I wanted to fix that. All three of the pictures are really nice. And they're all completely different. They're on my community tab. If you go to my YouTube page, there's that thing flying around again. And you click on where it says visit community, you can do your own posts. And so that's where, if you want to make a request, if you're a member, you get to make requests. That's where you can post it. That's looking dusty. Looking dusty. Take a different E45. I want to just go into this one. And I don't want to make it dark up here, but that's just looking, actually, I like that. I was gonna say I didn't want to make it dark up here, but it is giving it some definition, and it's cutting off part of the yellow closer to where my lid shades stop. So it does look less dusty, I think. Have a great night. Are you going? Okay. Oh, you're gonna finish fixing dinner. I'm I'm glad you found us too. I appreciate you being here. We do lives 3 times a week, so do subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'll know when I'm on, so you can come hang out with us again. I love when new people come in and speak, y'all, because y'all know I talk to everybody anyway, but we got a new person. All right, enjoy your dinner, and make sure you take care of yourself, okay? And so this is the top of the eye look. So we're going to inner rims and lower lash line, and then we're going to kind of do the same colors underneath, and then we're going to put some either dark brown or black somewhere for that part of her look. It feels wet right under here. It was so nice. I love chatting with new people. What I'm thinking about right now, y'all, is how varied my communication is. Because the other day I went on a rant about political stuff, and then, you know, the contact lens plays, and then today we're talking about like, women's stuff. Oh man, that's the person that called me yesterday. I did leave them a message today, and said that I would text them. She did say I can call her before. You know what? I don't think she's a texter. That's what I think. Because some people are texters and some people are phone callers. But when I did verify who it was, because y'all, I don't answer numbers I don't know. And she had said to call before 10. But by the time I looked up, after doing the background stuff for the live, it was like 10:30. And so I texted her this morning before I went to sleep, saying, when is it good to call you, or as long as it's before 10. She said yes. But I did call. I left a very brief message. It went to her voicemail. So then I texted her and said what I would have said on the phone. She left me another message. Yeah, some people are just phone callers. We're also going to put this lower lash line. And then we're going to put some eyeshadow under here. And hers comes pretty far down. So we're going to, are we going to blend this? We're going to bring this further down than we normally do. And we're also, let me get a brush out to blend. I have a brush right here to blend it out. This is Vango, by the way. To me, this looks blue. This is one eye at a time and it's green. The only time it looks blue to me, the only time it looks green to me is when I put it next to the blue one. But this is green. It don't look green to me. So we're going to blend this out. And you notice we are doing one eye at a time. When this stuff dries, y'all, she dries. She dries. Another company contacted me through ShopMy, and I think it is so cool because we know they're legit because they're a company and they're through ShopMy, which I do use. Lots of links down below, lots of information hiding in plain sight in my description box. So if you are a shopper, check down there to see if I have a link for stuff. The majority of them are affiliated. Another company contacted me. Well, they didn't contact me. Right, Janet? I thought it was just me. And even next to the green eyeshadow, like that, he say it's green. It looks blue to me too. And one time I put the blue one under here and I put the green one under here. This did look a little green until they both dried down, and then the green looked the same as the blue. Or maybe it's my undertone under my eye. I don't know. I don't know. But to me. So thank you, Janet. Because I know I be tripping sometimes. And I do be thinking, it's just me. But you're saying it looks blue to you too. Yeah, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to put the blue on the other side. Just because. So this is over here. This is the green one over here. This is the blue. I'm going to take the blue one. Personal preference is the name of it. And if anything, it makes this look a little turquoisey. I know, I be making up words. We're gonna bring it down, then we're gonna blend it out. The mark on the pencil looks blue too. Maybe like a teal, but the blue. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's what I see. But I know I be seeing things sometimes. And I do know my eye perceives color different. So it's nice to know that it's just not me tripping this time. Yeah, but he says it's green. I don't want to go too thick out here. That's why I'm going slow. Go slow. So we're going to blend this out. This brush is kind of pokey, but it's good for blending pencil liners under the eye. Yeah, so they don't look... So we're going to put some of the green over here, just so they do look the same, even though we're going to cover this with color. Excuse me. Yes, I started at 10. It's been 42 years. Damn! I don't remember how old I was. I know I didn't like it though because, well, who does? I'm taking out the Lancome and the mascara because I forget. It's in the container where the eyeliners are. So this is the green one. Yeah, but when it dries out, it's same. Oh my gosh, we had to. People coming and going. They're like, we are not here to hear about. Hey, Robin, how are you? And they're like, we are not here to hear about women's health. We had to. Thankfully, they didn't have the belts. If you know, you know. So by the time me and my sister got ours, they had the adhesive ones. The belts were still out at that time, but they had started making the adhesive ones. But we were taught to take it off, wrap it in newspaper, and put it in a paper bag in our closet. So that way it wouldn't like smell up the room if it had a smell. And I'm just like, so you got a bag of these. I'm glad you're doing good. You're welcome. But I just hated that idea of like, why can't I just throw it in the trash in the bathroom? Like, why I have to put it in a paper bag in my closet? Y'all, my life is so strange. Like, did y'all have to do that? Like, were y'all taught to do? And of course, I don't do that now. And when I left home, I stopped doing that. But that's what we were taught. Take it off, wrap it in newspaper, and put it in a paper bag in your closet. And then when you were done, then you just throw the whole bag away. But I was just like, I don't want that in my closet. Janet's like, I never heard of that. I didn't either. But it's apparently, like, that's what my grandmother taught my mom. And it was 7 of them. It was 4 boys and 3 girls. Yeah, 4 boys and 3 girls. So apparently that's what they did, but they had the belt thing. And I seen one time. I'm like, what's this BDSM contraption? I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is going on here? Yeah, y'all, my life was strange in an interesting way. And some stuff was just flat out like, no. Like, what the fuck? We're going to use our Fenty 220s for lower lash line. We might not use all 4. We're going to use the same colors that we put up top. So for the first shade, yeah, that was some, and of course, like, you don't ask people, like, hey, do you do this too? So it was just like, okay, this is what mom said to do. Sounds weird, but what do I know? I'm just, So this is that first shade we put on our inner corner. Yeah, y'all, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. That is pretty. Don't get in my eye, because you got sparkles, and you'll make my eyes tear. I did not change the tilt on the oscillation on this fan, and it is not making my eyes tear today. So I think my eyes might have just been sensitive yesterday for whatever reason. Okay, let me, oh shoot. Turn the brush sideways, come this way. It's showing up so much more over here. You know why? Because there's different color eyeliners underneath. Even I did put the green on top of it, it's probably pulling off the blue. Or what they say is blue. The second shade we went into was the Lethal, so we're going to dip into that palette. I'm going to put that here, which does look a lot like the first shade, just a little less golden, that gold base to it or whatever. Ow! My elbow hit the table. Oh boy, but yeah. So the tools that came with the contact lenses, because there was 2 contact lens cases in it, and each case was wrapped in a little plastic thing by itself, and they had a tool to put the contacts in and a tool to remove them. And so I got out a little container with just a dab of, that's pretty, just a dab of Dawn dish detergent in it, just a dab. And I put all of that, the lens cases, the put in tab, the pull out tool, and I put water in it, closed it up with the lid and shook it up. So that's been soaking overnight. So I am going to make sure I rinse them thoroughly before I use them. My computer still is not recognizing my phone the way I want it to. When I plug my phone into my computer, it'll show my phone, but it'll show the folder is empty. And so I'm still not able to transfer like videos or shorts to my laptop to do editing. Because I was just going to like show the tools, do a separate clip, show the colors, do a separate clip, put them in, take them out, do a separate clip, first impressions or whatever, but I'm not able to do that because my computer isn't recognizing my phone. And I know there's a way to edit on the phone. Y'all, no. Now I'm going to take this shade. This shade is super powdery. Super, super powdery. We're just going to lay this sideways. That look messy. So I'm going to have to really think of how to get all this in one video. Just show everything in one video. And believe me, I'm going to be talking fast. As less time as possible. Since they wanted to play hardball. But anyway. I'm not being spiteful or anything. And y'all know I do thorough first impressions. So it's just... I like how this is looking. And then we went into this shade. This is a full-blown green eyeshadow look. So we are bringing this down. I like that this does have a hint of brown in it. This is looking funky like right here. And I think I will open 2 of them. I'm not going to open all 4 of them because they expire 6 months after you open it. Tanya, I did go on Temu, and they do have like some $9 wigs, but I'm just like, so this is what I told myself. I said, I'm going to say to Tanya, if you send me some wigs, I'll wear them. They did have some pretty ones that was like $8, well, $9. And then, of course, you pay for shipping for everything. I do like this. We're going to take, is this brush 2? We're going to take, actually, an Hourglass number 6. And we're just going to, no shadow on the brush. And I know I don't want the one with bangs because I don't like hair in my face. Whether it's summertime or not summertime. I just don't like hair in my face. So this is just to even out this line and to blend down a little bit more whatever's there. So that's what this is for that we're doing. It's short though in jet black. I think that might be stark because my hair is actually dark brown and red. I'm missing something. Oh, Janet is saying you have a wig you can contribute. And then Tanya said it's short though in jet black. No, I mean for me, because yesterday when you asked if I went on Temu to look at wigs, that's what I'm referring to. Like if you want to send me some, I will wear them in videos. for creative looks or just whenever. Because the one I saw on Amazon, they went $30, $40, and people were saying they were only good for like one use, for one wear, because then they fell apart. And I'm just like, I ain't spending no $30, $40 to wear something one time. And that's when you had said, have I looked on Temu? And I said no. And so you have a dark brown, maybe shoulder length with bangs. I really don't want bangs. I would do it though. I might pin them back. Because I do wear stuff that people send me. Ugh. And I'm like, oh, the bangs. I just don't like hair in my face. I never have, for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe because it just feels funny on my forehead. We are now going to, this is the eye look. No, because we're gonna put some black on the outer corner. What am I doing? Or yeah, let me. All right, we're gonna take Marviel like we usually do when we want a black, and that's why we panned it. I'm gonna take that little brush that I had that I put back. This is a makeup geek brush. I have a dark brown, maybe short bangs. If anything, I should have took the dark brown first because this black is black. All right, I just wanna. I don't want to do a lot. So we're staying inside the green. We're not taking it all the way out. So we're just putting it right here. And then we're going to bring it here. And then we're going to fill in just a little bit. So we're not going all the way out. I want to keep that green on the outer edge, the outer wing part. Get brands like Sensational, Ultra, Bobby Balls, and pay no more than about $25. I can say now I'm not going to do that because I would only wear the wigs for creative looks here on YouTube. I'm not looking for wigs to wear like day in and day out or if I'm going somewhere. Because I am very satisfied with this right here. So I do, like, yeah, if I was looking for wigs to wear, because I know you do wear them all the time. But I'm not looking for wigs to do that. And actually, I'm not looking for wigs already. But I did mention after I got the one Janessa sent me, I did think of what if I just had other colorful wigs for when I do certain creative looks or collab looks or something like that. So I wasn't speaking from I just want to wear wigs because I really don't. But for creative looks, they can be fun. And that's why I don't want to spend a lot of money for it because it would only be for like collab looks or troll play looks. And so it's like why spend a lot of money just for once in a while wear. You know what I mean? I don't think mine is great quality, but you got it at a wig shop. Yeah, and Janessa, that made me think of Janessa, because that's what she does. She's an entertainer. I do. This side is darker. Yeah, but just for me, like I wouldn't wear them all the time. We're going to take this brush that we use just to buff under here, and we're just going to just buff here for no reason and just to try to get them to look like they're playing well together. All right, so that's that one. So that is it for the eyeshadow. So I'm closing up the palettes. Where's it's underneath. I bought it because I asked for a wig for years as a Christmas present from my parents. Never got me one, so I adulted and finally got myself one. Wish it were longer in length though. You can always buy a longer one. Or are you no longer really interested in wearing it? That would be so cool, Janet. In one of your posts on Instagram, if you had a wig on. I do know you have a lot of sunglasses too. Y'all, Janet be coordinated down. Either her eyeshadow matches her clothes, or like her lipstick matches her clothes. And sometimes her glasses match her clothes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But if they don't, it's like a neutral type color. So we're going to do green. I don't know if I want to do a green on upper lash line. We're going to do black on upper lash line. Janessa is back. You got pulled into a weird call, so then I just went home and they couldn't catch me at my work computer anymore tonight. Yes, that's how you do that. Leave the building. This would stand out, I believe, because it is a darker green, but I'm kind of wanting to do, like, this is a lot of green. Do I want to do a black, though? And what else am I going to do to this look? So we have gems to do, cream paint. Do I want to do this or the black one? Excuse me. Oh, that was one of those really weird ones. No such thing as too much. Okay, Janessa. So for you, Janessa, I had just dug out the black. We're going to put the black away, and we're going to put on the green. Skinny Queen, are you okay? You've been quiet tonight. And this is Skinny Queen's look. But I did take out the green because everything is green. Storyline. No such thing as too much green. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. This just feels weird when I close it. It kind of goes back again. So I close it, but then it... I don't know what's up with that. The MAC 210 brush. We're going to go into where it's wet and then go over to where it's dry so I don't get too much on the brush. And then we're going to do... Oh, wow, this is showing up nicely. Because there are lighter greens on my lid. That's pretty. It's accidental. I wear my makeup to work, and your work clothes are very dark. So when I grab a sweatshirt when I get home, she's with everything. Okay. And it does look like your shirts when you're in your car. It does look like they're the same shirt. And I used to do that when I was younger. If I liked the shirt, I would get different colors. Like whatever it, and I don't know if it's a shirt or a sweater, like I don't know, but I did notice like they look the same, they're just different colors, and I was like, I used to do that. I mean, I don't know if that is what you did, but I used to do that. And one time I bought 2 sweaters. One was, to me it looked greenish and the other one looked bluish, and I made the mistake of wearing them on back-to-back days to school. And I heard this one guy telling his friend, look, she had that shirt on yesterday. And I was just like, fuck. Like, no, I didn't. But so that taught me don't wear it on back-to-back days anymore because people thought it was the same sweater that I wore the day before. So I was embarrassed. I mean, I knew it wasn't the same, but people thought it was the same. All right, so that's the inglot with the jawline. So we need to figure out Jim's Mushy sweatshirts are from Kohl's. They look comfy though. They really do. They look comfy. I have out barrier spray. Let's just go for it. Wait for the fan to oscillate to where it's gonna go. Oh, wait a minute, y'all look at that. Oh wait, it's split. Y'all see it just go that way? When I pumped it this way, it was a straight shooter. This stuff is strong. I like this eye look. I do. I really do. Whew, this stuff is strong. Got on my body. So we can do gems. The one that has the graphic line, or we could take the inglot and do a graphic line. Like, let's do that. Because I do want to incorporate all 3. She said incorporate all 3 pictures. And all of them are very different, but they're all very pretty. So we're going to go back to the inglot green one, which is number 86. And then just where the line is, that darker green up here, that's where we're going. Let me take my elbow off the table. I know I got quiet. I can't see where it stops because it's green over here. And then we're going to bring this in. Because at 1, it is graphic liner, and then it hooks and comes back. I can see here, sorry for poking you in the eye. I can see here, like where it is, but when I look over here, I can't see where it is. So let me look where you are. And just bring that in here. Oh, that's pretty. She does connect hers auto. Do I want to do that though? Shit. I guess not. Oh shit. Oh, this is why I thought not to, because I'm like, I'm gonna have a problem. This is looking janky right here. Shit. Damn it, I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. I really don't. I don't like that. But the thing with Inglot, once you put it on, it ain't going nowhere. So I think we're going to put more of that inner corner shade there. This looks very similar to the look you have one today. Today is a green day. Isn't that a band? Is that a rock band? Green Day? So where are we? Do I want to look here or over here? Shit. So we started here. This one's higher up than this one. Damn it. I know this is different on the inside. I think we're going to leave it like that. Yes, it is Dion. Yeah, I can tell this is higher up than this one. So, what are we going to do about it? Damn it. Shit. So we're taking this side up higher. So it'll just be a thicker line than I wanted it to be. So we'll go back and make the other side thick too. Thank you, Skinny Queen, for this request. I was excited when I saw the pictures. I just don't like this part in here. I was responding. Oh! About the Green Day being a band. Yo, I crack myself up because I say something, and then because I keep going, and I'm also thinking about what I'm doing, that I be forgetting, like what I just said. I'm going to make this a little thicker just out here. And yes, I can chew gum and walk at the same time. Did y'all hear that Trump was taken to the hospital? Damn, I'm surprised I said that man's name. A few days ago. And I was surprised that they actually even posted about it or said anything about it, because they've been so hush-hush about his dental appointments. The man has veneers. What does he need a dental appointment? And there were some doctors who, thank you, Janet, there were some doctors, it was a few doctors that said he's not fit, physically or mentally fit to be in office, but he still is. So, what is his name? I think his name is Keith Edwards on YouTube. I don't watch him all the time because sometimes his thumbnail and title are borderline clickbait, and I don't like that shit. I don't like this inside. We're going to put that first eyeshadow shade in there and see if we can just cover it up a little bit. And they are at different places as well, I'm just noticing. Number 45, number 47, that dude. Yeah, I'm surprised I said his name. I don't never say that man's name. I'm messing this up. No, I'm not. The comments, y'all, I was just like, some people were like, This side is way up higher. Some people were like, just let me know where the obituary can be read. I'm like, damn. Like, people, some people are really just waiting for them to just not be alive. But I'm just like, damn. I mean, I don't like him either, but fuck. You know, just tell me when he's around. Shit. These are in different places. Fuck. And it is noticeable because it's graphic. I don't want to keep making this. I was going to say relieve it, but then I was going to go back in. But we're going to take that first lid shade and see if we can at least cover that up a little bit. And she doesn't have anything lower lash line, so her line starts here and then it comes out in a wing, an upward wing, and then just down, and like that's it. And there's no shadow on her lid. And now I'll take that back. It looks like a thin line of green on her upper lash line. So this is that first shade that we used. Yeah, that dude, Janet. Oh, y'all, it's covering it. Loving all the green. I know you are, Janessa. When Skinny sent me these pictures, I said, Janessa gonna love this one. But I kind of don't just want to leave it hanging. This is covering it nicely. What? Ooh, it's just like cuts off though. I'm gonna taper it. I'm gonna taper the inglot. This, I'm excited because I didn't know if it was gonna cover it, but damn, it really did. So we're gonna go back to the inglot. Oh boy, I'm not putting more on the brush right now. I might have to because this is dry. All it's doing is like drag. Damn it, I'm just dragging on my skin. Fuck. So we're just gonna try and just taper it so it's not as blunt. Yeah, like that. And one of them, he was saying, or somebody said, an annual follow-up. Well, look, annual is once a year. In the last 13 months, he's been taken to the hospital 3 times, and they're saying this is his annual whatever. 3 times in 13 months. That's not annual. Annual is once a freaking year. You just washed off your green look. So and the thing is they think people are stupid, or they think that people don't remember. Annual is once a friggin' year. And the thing is, presidents have a doctor on call at the White House. And so if he's being taken to the hospital, something is wrong. They are not the same. We were going to leave it like it is. Yes, I think either they think people are stupid or that they just don't remember. 3 times in 13 months is not annual. Okay. Gems, glitter. Let's do the lip and then come back because I don't know if I want to put the glitter on my lips because I'm traumatized from when I did that before. The way I removed it, so I did it to myself. She has little lips too. She has like little circle heart lips. Or it may just be the way it's lined because her lip liner looks almost the same shade as her complexion. Excuse me. So let's go in here with our Gems and Precious Gem Powder. Because we have, oh wow, we got quite a few greens. Okay, this is glitter. I got an itch. I got an itch. I got an itch. Why I got 2 different greens? Oh, this is the berry spray. Let me go ahead and take this out. So we have this green. We have pastel green. Those are glitters. Where's my Precious Gem Powders? Oh, let me take this out of here. My spatula that I keep in here as well. Do I have a green? So I did try to not get the same colors in the glitter and Precious Gem Powder. But I don't have, damn it. No, I did not get a green Precious Gem Powder. We have a blue. Yeah, we did. This is Jade. Alright, so let's close that up. So we have green, pastel green, and jade. I'm thinking this one for the lip. This is the Precious Gem Powder. I'm trying to get the glare off. So this is not glitter. So it's not abrasive like glitter would be. But then because we're going to be putting the mixing medium in it, I'm thinking it should be okay if I do put it on my lips. So right now, and we are going to do, damn it, I was thinking something else. This is not for this video. The live stream Saturday, we had to pick at least 2 elements. And one is, well, the ones I chose, one is smoke/smudge. And I picked glitter and I picked red. So the red may be the lipstick, and I might just kind of, and she said she didn't care how many we picked. It was maybe like 7 of them, as long as it's noticeable that that's what it is. And so we may do a smoky eye, or I may do designs on the face or something. I'm not sure. And I did look up some pictures, and one was as simple as a red look, and they just like took their 2 fingers and like started in the middle and smudged. It looked really cute. And I'm thinking back to when I did that road rash look, trying to smudge my makeup and it wouldn't smudge. That was crazy. I went over my lip line over there. I was trying to smudge it and it would not smudge. We're going to fill in and cover it black and then figure out which one of these we're going to put on our lip. And then we're going to go back to the eye or the face and figure out where to put the gems and or the cream paint. Tonight is a slow night. I'm looking at the numbers. This is Caviar Max pencil liner. And it don't make sense that I'm doing all of this because we want to put a black lipstick on top of it. So, and we are going to use Max Caviar Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color. That smudge might not have smudged as planned, but it turned out. It did. I had to go in with brushes and like make the smudges and the line. But it was just, and I'm like pulling my eye down, like smudging, and I'm like, this is not moving. I said, I'll be using some good ass makeup. I'm like, damn, can't even smudge it if I wanted to. And I was really trying. Yeah, I do like how it turned out though, but it was just funny, like damn. And that's why when I have an itch, like I'll just tap it because I don't want to like touch it and smear makeup or whatever. Shit. Now I know. It ain't gonna go nowhere. If anything, I might just pick up the makeup. Like sometimes when I use that brush and I tap here, it'll pull off the makeup. But that's still different than the eyeshadow was not moving. And then I put some on my teeth. I was like, what the fuck? That was fun though. I do like this look. Yeah, something else. Where are we going to put gems? Where does this go? That goes up there. I'm thinking jade because it'll be less abrasive than glitter for the lip. So we're going to put some barrier spray into one of these things. So I'm kind of winging it, like where I'm going to put the glitter or the gems on my face. Close this up. Yeah, road rash. That was a good look. That was really cool. This, did I open you already? Yeah. Oh, okay. This, no, I didn't. Wait a minute. I didn't open this yet. Where's the little pull tab? Oh man, I don't even see the little pull tab. And y'all see my nails is nubby. But I don't see. I think we'll just go with a glitter because I didn't realize I hadn't opened this yet. I can't even see where the pull tab is to open it. Oh wait a minute, do I got a corner of it? Oh, I got it. Okay. It's no pull tab. It's just like a flex clear thing that covers up the entire thing. Like there was no space to really grab it. Okay, we're gonna tap some into. Y'all, I need to like tap it with more than one finger because when I just do that, like nothing comes out. So we have some in here. So we are going to start with this brush. Hey Joe, thank you. And we're going to mix it with this brush. So we have the mixing medium in here, and this is the Precious Gem Powder. You need to be a little more dry. This shade is Jade, it says on the container. This is how we're going to leave it. You can see more of the black lip line on her upper lip versus the bottom lip. That's cute. That's it, y'all. What? Want to say caviar again? Hey, Pam, how are you? Ah, thank you. This was a member request. In a way, they sent me 3 different pictures. And they said just combine all the pictures and do my thing. Members here get to make a request. And so if that's something you think you would like to do, click join. It'll show you the other perks too. And then click join again if you do decide to join. $2.99 a month, and you can cancel anytime. I like this lip. That was a good choice, y'all. And not messy. But we're still up in the air of if we're going to put glitter somewhere else. And I do want to do gems, but I'm just not sure. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to. I don't want to do green in the brows because I think that'll be too much. Or do glitter tears in green. Or put green gems. We are going to take a white and put some dots on the lid because the one does have white dots up there. And for that, we're going to take the Mayron cream paint in white. Let's take that out of here. And let's put this back in there. Put a little bit of white on the palette. I don't know, Janet. I asked a little while ago, and she didn't say anything. So we're just gonna take a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know, because usually they are more vocal when they are in here. So I really don't know. Pam is saying hi to the chat. That brush can go over there. I'm going to take a skinny brush. I'm going to put that away. We want to take a MAC 210, another MAC 210. I'm going to take a MAC 210. And I'm thinking, you know, we're going to put white dots in this line. I was thinking about up here, but to me that might look a little weird. So we're going to just put some white dots. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're gonna do. Oh shit. Damn it. I got aggressive. So I'm trying to make it a circle so it doesn't just look like a skirt mark. Damn. I was doing so well. And for circles, I could have used, if I had planned on doing circles, I could just use a brush like this one, because at least the circles would be consistent. Here's a question for y'all. I saw a video, and I did mention this one, where he just put dots all over his face. Where, or have you ever seen a tool that you just like tap it in and then just do dots on your face? And I have been looking on Amazon and other places, but I haven't really seen any that I think are for that. On Ipsy, she had stainless steel tools, and they had the different sizes, the roundness, but they were for acrylic. And so I did message and ask her if they can be used for like face painting, and she messaged me back, good question, I'm not really sure. Because I do want to do that look, but I need tools. And that was a nail art, but she said it was for acrylic. She didn't know if I could use it for cream paint, which I'm thinking I still could. Like a green candy cane. And then I reminded myself I'm gonna know by. But I at least was trying to just like see where I can get something like that for future use, or just use the rounded brushes that I have. I have a few that are shaped like the one I just showed you. So at least the circles will be consistent. I like this. Hey, Mikey. She likes it. Tomorrow, I have an appointment, so I will be mailing out all the packages that's been sitting here waiting for me to mail out. That was simple, that was quick, and that was, I do think it's cute. So, are we doing glitter tears? Or just putting gems? Or glitter and gems? Thank you, Tanya. Oh, boy. And that would be a question for Skinny Queen, but I think they left the building. I think I may have brought a nail art set one if I still have it. Guess what, I never use it. Excuse me, glitter tears with gems. Will the gems stick on top of glitter? Or we can do gems and put a glitter design or something in between where we put the gems. This is my home gem kit. Do I got green over here? That thing, yup, right here. That thing I showed y'all at my station. These. So we're gonna use those for gems. No, we're not. We are not. We're gonna take some self-adhesive gems. Much easier, much easier. I know I got something that's green. I gotta have something that's green in here. Oh damn, I gotta take out this whole. There's gotta be some green in here, right? Thank you y'all for being here. Black, green. Oh, here they are. They're hiding. So we have varying shades of green for these. And they look like this because it was one of these and I cut it so I can put some for me and some. And we have these. We might use those because those will pop a little bit. And we have like a lighter gold. We're not going to use the lighter gold. And then we have these. Yeah, we're not going to use those. I do really like this look. Monochromatic looks can be exciting. Says me, who always thought they were kind of boring. Alright. There's a lot of stuff in here. That's why they're in a bag. Whew. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So let's close this up, put this down. I kind of want to get the glitter out the way first, but what are we... I could just do lines coming down and put the gems in between the lines. I think that's what we'll do. That'll be nice and easy. Okay. Not the barrier, mixing medium, a clean one of these. Take a little bit of the mixing medium, put that in, not too much because I usually put too much. I'm squeezing the top to get out the excess. And then we're going to close this back up. Oh, you got rid of it? You do declutter stuff quick. I need to remember to do lashes. I was going to do the foo-foos, but y'all, I don't know because we're taking up some time here. So we have the dark green, regular green, and we have pastel green. I'm thinking if we do the dark green, we'll use these. And if we use the pastel green, we'll use these. Kind of fill in the lighter ones, believe it or not, me who loves the darkness. Alright, so, whew, okay. This, I need a spatula. The glitter does not have a sifter. And so, you know what, I have one in here. I put it back, let me take it back out. I keep a spatula in here, in the eSum case that has the gems and the powder in it, because the glitter doesn't have a sifter. And so what I do is, watch that fan. I didn't open this yet either. I'm gonna have to do, where's that pastel green? Because I'm gonna have to put a label on there. I mean, that jade. The PAO is 30 months, but I need to put a label of when I opened it. Well, what the PAO actually is. We're taking this off. Throwing that in the makeup trash. We're gonna open it. Yeah, and I find it just strange that because glitter goes everywhere. So for it to not have a sifter, I'm just like, so what I do is I take the end of the spatula, scoop up a little bit, and put it into, oh, the wind is blowing it, not the wind, the fan is blowing it, shit. And then I put it in here, where the mixing medium is. Man. I'm looking at where the fan is at. And that's because I was holding it up too. So, wipe that off. Ooh. Now this sticks everywhere. I'm gonna close that up. We're gonna take the T03 from eSum and we're gonna mix this up. Do I want to go this way or just do down? We'll do down. I'm not really seeing this one. Okay. They are not even. Okay, so that's the glitter. All of this is easy, it's just tedious. Thank you, Tanya. So we're gonna take these. And we're going to use the small ones. There's like 3 rows of each size. Shit. Oh my gosh. Can I I pick it up with a gem picker. And it fell. Damn it. And I chose self-adhesive because they're easier. Thank you for the hearts. Shit. My fingers are so fat, it's like I don't, like, where are you? And these are so tiny. Shit. And I dropped it again. This is up higher. Shit. I can't even feel it with my fingers. My fingers are so fat. I'm gonna put you up higher. Okay. That there. Just stuck on my finger. Not in the same place. Oh Lord. Lord. The rhinestone might struggle on top of the glitter. I'm putting it in between the glitter lines because I did think that they wouldn't stick on top of the glitter. So that's why we did the dashes, and I'm putting it like in between the dashes. But I chose the tiniest ones, and you saw how fat and nubby my fingers are. So I'm trying to... Yeah, so I'm putting it in between the lines. I think it's humid outside because I just started feeling warm again. Yeah, my monster hands don't work purposely. Yeah, and I chose the little bitty ones on purpose. So this, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. This would be a nice collab look. Like, I'm really digging this. I think this is troll play number 92 that we've done. We've done a lot of creative looks. So, is this it? While you and I am thinking of if this is it, we're going to go ahead and put on mascara base from Lancome. So, think about, is something missing? So, we've used the gem powder for the lips, which I think looks really nice. Does it look green? No, not quite. But it did say jade green. But I think it does add a nice element of color to the look. Hella Thick from Fenty. So, are we missing anything? Do we want to put some gems on the face? Because we can do the same lines up here that we did down here. Or put gems above the brow. Joe says she can't put gems on with cha-ching. Yeah, and I tried it with the tweezers. These are self-adhesive, and so they'll stick to the tweezers, or they'll stick to my fingers when I'm trying to pick it up with the tweezers. The non-self-adhesive ones, they pick up easily with the tweezers and with the picker pins, if there's enough wax on the tip of the picker pin. But usually self-adhesives are easier, except these teeny tiny ones, because my chunky man hand fingers. But I did get this one to work with the tweezers. So are we finished, y'all, or am I missing something? Are we going to do lines up here and put gems up there? Or is this it? And I'm cool either way. I kind of do want something up there, but I am also kind of okay with where we are. Yes, I have grown. 'Cause I remember I had to put something over my entire face, and now I'm like, I think it looks perfect, says Janet. So we did the eye, the one with the eye look. She did have, you know, the outer corner was black, and she does have white. I don't know if they're gems or if it's just white dots. So we did that with the cream paint up here. And she did have some here. She didn't come all the way over. The one with the graphic line, that's why we did this green and did that. And the third picture, she had gems on her face. And so we did combine all of that. And the one with the eye look, the green and black eye look, outlined her lips in black. And she had green in the center. And so we did do all the things that Skinny Queen sent. Yeah, I am feeling like we're done. So Janet says it's good. Does anybody else have an opinion? I do think this looks like a green candy cane, though. Yeah, I am digging it, though. I kind of want more of a green on the lip, but I don't know. Let's see if there's any glitter left on here. This is the green glitter that we did the stripes with. It still feels grainy. I shouldn't have did that. I'm gonna have to be careful wiping this off so I don't tear my lips. And the thing with Joe says it's good. This one piece now, see, glitter don't always, it goes where you want to and where you don't want it to. I was trying to get a little sparkle. It does still feel wet, which is good. I do like that better. And maybe because it looks more green, which it is supposed to, well, the look is green. I do like that. I like that sparkle. I'm going to be real careful removing that. I know I just said that. So, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Janet. Thank you for everybody that showed up. I do like the glitter tears. So, we have like a drop, a teardrop, a tear, a drop, a tear, a drop, a tear, a drop. I think it's nice. Very detailed, very tedious because it's almost 2 hours. But I do like the look. So, thank you for being here. Skinny Queen, if you do circle back, or if you are somewhere in the ethers listening, thank you for this perk, and it was fun to do. It was very exciting, like mixing the different mediums. So we got a lot going on. We got gems, precious gem powder, and glitters, and cream paints. And so we did a lot, and it was very exciting to do. So we are going to go for now. We'll be back. We have a live tomorrow night. Thursday is when I have my appointment. So that's why we're doing a live tomorrow instead of Thursday. So we will be here tomorrow night. I'm not going out tomorrow. So Thursday is when I mail out packages for those of you who are waiting for me to send out packages. Why am I thinking I got something 11 o'clock tomorrow morning? I'm tripping. I gotta check my calendar. I don't know. But anyway, if you go to my YouTube page and you click where it says lives, it'll show you all the, oh, tomorrow is Thursday. Okay, tomorrow. We'll be here Friday. And that's the live we rescheduled from when I was living in Hell's Oven. That's this Friday. And then Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do the Creative Art with Heart collab look. So yeah, so I will be mailing out this stuff tomorrow. Thank you, Janet, because half the time I don't know what day it is. But all right, so we are going to go. Thank you so much. I really am digging this. This is, I mean, we did a lot, but it doesn't look overdone. Because I didn't do the whole face like I used to always feel like I needed to do. I am growing. I am growing. So we're going to go. Thank you, y'all. Thank you for Replay Crew. Thank you for those who circled back. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the new subscribers that will come. And those who will join the membership. Haywood, if you're still here. Anyway, as always, Self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Trodasia way. Thank you, and you will see me Friday night. I do have a video going up tomorrow, so make sure you check that out.